So everyone around me is putting their kids on childcare, and I just made a decision that I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put my son on childcare, and that's my decision for now. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Cha. I'm a Filipino mom. I'm currently living here in Melbourne, and I'm a mom to a very active toddler at the moment, which I'm really happy about. And today I'll be talking about why I'm not putting my son on childcare here in Australia itself. It's too personal for me to talk about, but I started this channel just by sharing my postpartum journey, my journey of becoming a mom here without village at all. So why not as well share these insights to some moms out there that can relate. There's no judgment here, of course. This is my own personal choice, me and my husband's personal choice. Yeah, I can't. I'm only saying or experience of mine just to share thoughts about it. Okay, so I've been feeling the pressure lately. Everyone's been asking, or you hear it everywhere. When are you going back to work? When are you putting him on childcare? I mean, it's good for socializing, being independent. They learn stuff in daycare and childcare, but sometimes it just makes me feel like, am I doing the right thing? Because it seems like everyone is doing it. Like everyone is doing it, and I get it. Childcare is amazing. It provides structure, independence, socializing to kids. But at the same token, am I ready? Am I ready for it? Is my 15-month-old ready for it? That's what I've been asking for myself for the past months, because I have to go back to work. I think February of this year, and me and my husband were like, yep, maybe we can do this, we can do that. At first I was really planning on going back, so I was gonna go back in February, and I was supposed to do 2 days for the first 6 months, just to give myself a slow pacing of going back to work, in which I'm so happy that my work really support women who goes through after mat leave. And yeah, I'm just so grateful with my manager, with my team leader that supported me along the way. And like, they're happy to say, yep, we're happy for you to do 2 days in a week for 6 months. We'll do a review, because initially I work full time. So, and then the second time I asked, I can only work for 3 days part time. And then they said, yep, that's fine. And then the second time they called me up, because we do have a catch up, and catch up was like around in January. And that's when me and my husband have decided that no, I think you need to do 2 days, and he'll do 3 days. So, but then again, some it just doesn't sum up at all, especially with the income structure that we have. Because I also have a good paying job, same with my husband. But living here in Australia is very, very difficult, because especially in Melbourne, it's very, very costly. The cost of living is. My reality right now is that right now my son is at this stage where he's super clingy. He's exploring the world. He's learning how to walk. He actually can walk now, which I'm very proud of. Because I mean, Noah was born premature, and with premature babies, they have slow development when it comes to balance. So that's why crawling took time for him, but he was like practicing it every day, and he gets really upset before when he can't crawl the right way. And now that he's like walking and about to run, I was just so proud of him. And that's why I was like, wow, I can't imagine how time is really fast and how he's developing. So I'm just so proud of him. And then, it's very exhausting. I tell you, it's very exhausting, because from time to time I have to like run and check what he's doing. Although I put him in his playpen, but I let him explore, because that's the best thing about babies developing with their brains. They love to explore, and I should let them do that. So I let him explore the house in a way that I'm there for safety and stuff, and he loves it. He really loves it. So with that, I was just happy. But also this season, I know won't last forever, because it's growing, and babies grow so fast. I'm telling you that, and I'm just savoring it every moment, every day, even though it's very exhausting. And I just really want to be present at this stage of Noah because he's such a very happy boy, lovely. He's so fun to be with. And even though these are the hard days for me because he's very active and he likes to just be with me most sometimes because he's teething as well. I mean, I don't get me time anymore, but I guess, as a mom, that's already given when you have a son, when you have a child. So, I mean, like, I'm happy, at some point, sometimes I don't have me time anymore. And sometimes I get too overwhelmed and I ask myself, well, this is what I dreamed of. So why am I crying? I guess it's so, I have to go back on those days that I prayed for this day to come when I get too emotional or too exhausted. So I know we've talked about the financial side of it, and honestly, living on one income is difficult for a family of three. Again, here in Melbourne, because what's currently happening with the economic condition and the prices here for all the foods when you do the grocery is very expensive, and that's the thing that we've really thought about. Um, but then again, we've just that's why we've tried hard to make sure that we budget really based on just my husband's income. And I tell you, it's a hard transition. It does, because when I was working, I was paid good money with my previous job, and I was with them for almost 4 years, and yeah, the pay was really good, and we were just like living very comfortably. But now we have to adjust everything, like no eating out and stuff like that. So those little adjustments, not little, massive adjustments that we have to do because we still have mortgage to pay. So yeah, it's a hard decision. It's not, and when it comes to myself as well, like leaving the job that I really liked, leaving the people, the team that I had before. They're such nice people. It's hard for me. I actually cried. And I did say goodbye to them, and they're still hoping for me to come back. So yeah, that's the thing that it really makes me sad in a way, because that's 50% of my identity. I feel like 50% of my identity is gone. I mean, some of you probably would say, oh my god, I love to stay at home, be with my kids. Yes, but at the same time, that's like my identity. Like, I love working. um yeah, I love working. So that was just like me me personally doing what I love doing, and all of a sudden all of us to stop. Like this season, this whole journey of motherhood for me was totally different. So it took a while. It took a while for me to process that. Yeah, I have to keep that up. I need to be with my son. I have to be with him at this stage of his life, because it's not every day that's gonna be like this. Like every morning when I wake up, I feel like he's going through something, another skill, some other milestones. He's developing super fast, and now he can walk. I mean, like, oh my god, when did that happen? So these are the things that were the hardest part of me, and good thing now that I can say this without crying actually in front of the camera. So again, at the end of the day, I choose what feels right in my heart. It's not just me who made this decision, but me and my husband had a chat about this. It's a big decision for the both of us. This is not forever anyway. This is just for this season, for my son, for me, for him to grow up at this stage in a very what do you call this one, in a stable way. And I want to raise my child in a way that aligns what I really feel in my heart that's best for him. And right now, that means being with him. And I just love watching him grow, watching him every day running, screaming. Yeah, because I think he's vocalizing now, and it's just amazing watching him. It's so funny. So I just want to be with him at this developmental stage of his life. And I just watching him made me realize that all the emotional postpartum that I had was just worth it, really. And those were the happy things that I think was the best. So if you're watching this and you're a mom, or you're a new mom just like me, whether you choose childcare, whether you choose staying at home, or whether you're balancing both, you're doing amazing. We're doing amazing. So give yourself a tap on the back, because it's not easy. And I can guarantee you that, because of all the emotional postpartum that you have to go through, you have to even check what's my identity after giving birth. And sometimes you feel like you're not even connected to your husband anymore, but it's just because of this entire changes in your body that just had happened. So you're doing amazing. What you're going through is totally, I just really want to validate that what you're going through right now. If you're crying right now, cry, because that's what I did. I just cried, and it made me feel